That is. Right, that's the car loaded up. Not an inch of space spare. Just about went in, didn't he? Okay. Yeah. Was it? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I think it was Liverpool. So it was drowned, it was made in Dublin.
Look at that. Oh my God. Where's the yellow car park?
Take the second exit.
Alright, mate. The yellow car park we'd have to.
Yeah, what trip do you want?
Navigator.
Navigator. Just go straight down.
Right there. Lovely, thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's got the lifeboat thing on the phone.
Yeah, good job, so. Look at the size of that.
In 80 yards, turn right.
Stop that navigator.
Turn right.
Floating building. Wow, actually, it's big on my own.
Oh, yellow terminal. Yellow.
Right.
Yes, we've got to turn right. Yeah, disabled there. I've seen a disabled sign. I know, it's terrible. Yellow. Yeah, we're nearly going on it, look.
Alright. I'm going. Okay.
Man, can you stop dying? You can't get a photo.
Was that what it was?
Can I? My phone's just turned from 50% as well.
Hello. Owen.
You're Owen?
Yeah.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Is
Yeah.
it Graham?
It is, yeah.
We'll get you parked in, sir. We'll take a look.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, man, I didn't mean to do that.
Do you mind? Stop dying. Sorry?
Parking next to that big van. Give yourself plenty of room.
Okay.
Give yourself all the room you need.
Alright, thank you.
Hello, I want some tablets. Where's the dog?
Oh, blimey.
Do you want a chewing gum, Mum?
No, go on, dog.
It's little. Oh, blimey, go it is. Can't even to the top. Here we are, pushing the bloody wheelchair as well, filming.
I'll push.
Don't touch, move your arms.
Well, that's it, I do. It's okay.
Navigator of the seas. That's what we're going on.
Oh.
I hope this works. Right, where you gone now? This is our first drink of many, I presume. Where's mine? Oh, there. There's mine. Look
And
at
I've
her.
got a makeup.
Yeah. Didn't take her long, did he? It's our first drink. And Jode looks really interested. This is a promenade now. We'll have a mooch after.
No, it's not to film, is it?
Well,
Where's my film, my camera?
I don't know.
That's the picture of the same thing.
Here we are, slumming it, as you can see. And there's a view of the wind. How do I zoom in now?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, I'm feeling it now. Down there. Thank you.
Oh, it's okay, thank you. I'm just doing a bit. And there's the sea. I'm just moving up. I am. It's the main dining room, this is.
On my phone.
It's our first meal on board the Navigator. And we'll enjoy it, thank you. Well, I don't know if you can hear me because of the wind. I'm just going to stick it over the side. There's a fair old lick on our way to Gibraltar. There she is, just relaxing. Level 5 this is, where all the shops are, and there's a few bars and pubs and stuff. Just look up there. That's all the globes, little globey thing. These are the lifts going down. Another lift shaft there. The lifting shaft. There's a lift going up, empty, unusual sight. Right, I'll show you that wake. The ship. This is on our way into Gibraltar. How long it's going to take from here? Just having a zoom in at that, so practice me zooming. So I suppose.
Is that Gibraltar?
I think this is it. That's all Spain, I think. Now that there in the distance, that rock, I think that's the rock of Gibraltar, to be honest. Have a quick look at the wife. Looking lovely as ever. Just a quick look up the ship. And back again. Very hot soon. It's a bit warmer than it has been, to tell you. That's a little ship again. Let's just get it steady. Lovely. Oh well, it's getting a bit closer now to Gibraltar. Really lots of ships about, isn't there? Is that the pilot? I wonder. Dated. I'm sure it says pilot, isn't it? Yeah, it's coming about, so. Yeah, it's got to pull alongside us, I think. Yeah. They're going after the boat, aren't they? Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Missed. Everywhere now.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Everything up with that? Yeah. Good, good.
Oh, hang on. Bloody size of the thing, Tosh.
Girls carrying loads. Not long maybe.
Yeah, on the way too.
Let's see. Look at it. Plan around with
This is in Gibraltar now, the marketplace. Not much to look at really. Not very picturesque yet.
Maybe it was. We went to the Maybe that was bad.
Getting back on the ship now, Gibraltar. It's hard to imagine the size of this thing.
Got the daisies on?
Oh, blimey. It's a bit rocky, isn't he?
I just sneezed.
Just got off the tent, well, we're on the tender now, going to Nice.
France.
Well, to France, isn't it? Would you like to say anything now?
No, just...
Just zoom in a bit. And there'll be more to follow with travelling with Graham. We're on the coast road now to Monaco. Just try and film as much as I can. Let's have a look around here. Yeah, look at that. Millionaire's playground, you see. Yeah. give you a quick look at the family, because one or two's shy. Ooh, that one. Not that one. The mother's in the front.
What?
What?
It's got to go.
That wall's lovely. Look what a view. That's a little boots. Some not so little. Yeah, they're blessed to be living in places like this, aren't they, really?
Millions of pounds worth of waste.
Yeah.
I've got 66. What about one now?
Yeah. That ship's on the other bay now, isn't it? If you got on the train, you'd have seen none of this.
No.
This is the coast road, isn't it? That was perfect timing, I think.
It's the Blue Coast. It's Côte d'Azur, isn't it?
Côte d'Azur, yeah. French Riviera. It's where all them old films was made, wasn't it? Drinking Peck and all them. That lot. Yeah, that's it, yeah, same thing, yeah.
That's where they filmed that. I think it's because of all the glamour.
Yeah.
Gorgeous backdrop.
There's a train track there.
I find a way to. You're right, Mum. Yeah. Any gel or normal nails, and it will take the polish off. But you can't use a normal polish remover on gel nails. You can't take that off. Well, not unless you soak it in. You have to soak it for about half hour, 20 minutes, half hour.
Then what?
Then you've got none on. If you put polish on top.
Right, this is the Palace of Monaco. Thank you. Merci. Not you. Just missed the changing in the guard, but never mind, you can't have everything, can you? It's very hot. And now we're going to have a look over that balcony there, because that's the view to the marina. This is the marina. It's Monaco. Let's just follow that round. Now, I believe this is where the F1 runs up. I can find the road. Is that it? Yeah, and it goes round up there, past the swimming pool. I can't find it. Yeah, there's a swimming pool, I think. Oh, there's a swimming pool. And it goes up there, round up there, up to the casinos, where we might go and have a look. If we can. Oh, that.
Helemaal van mijn vingers. Daar komen we van beneden boven.
Zeker was one on the
And then coming back round by the swimming pool. Can't see all the track from here, of course, but see a bit of it. Was him, yeah. Sorry? Oh well, a minute when we get going. Right. We're just on the tender now, going back to the ship. We're leaving Monaco. And that's the back of Jody and Tate's Head. Won't see the ship yet. Probably won't anyway. About a 5-minute trip if that. After a whistle stop turning Monaco. What's the right view? Quid.
I think it's like a quid for a week.
Still, that's what it's for, to spend. No, it has. It just seems like we got here, doesn't it?
I think they
We've been about 5 hours. Isn't it? 4 hours. Yeah, we've just gone 11 I think when we come out. It's 3:30 now, so I think we're about an hour early to come back, but it's best to make sure that we don't miss the ship. Monaco's just the other side of that hill. It's about 12 mile away I think it is. Lots of roadworks in Monaco, which spoils it a bit, but it was nice. I'll film as much as we can. Turn it up. Heading towards the ship now. See it's up there. Start with our miles in. Looks nothing from here, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know if you can hear us, but that ship is absolutely huge. I'll play it back later, see if you can hear us. But we got another early one tonight, tomorrow. We're off to Rome. We're going on the Royal Caribbean trip. It's such a long way to get there. And if you like getting back, they just walk her up and leave you. So to be on the safe side, we booked a trip with them. It's not that expensive. It's 65 quid a head for a 5-hour trip. And we've run with the scenic one in an air-conditioned coach, rather than traipsing around the bloody 10-hour trip the other one is. But as it's 5. And that's enough when it's boiling hot. So we're getting a bit closer now. Look at that one over there, that little boat. Say little. Private ocean going cruiser by the look of it. And it's on its right. Where are they? Well, I don't know where they were. The toilets was in the terminal leaving and when you're coming back. And the taxis, I didn't see one taxi rank in Monaco, so I was panicking a bit. But if you look for the telephones with the T on, the blue T, the taxi, you just pick the receiver up and they come and get you. It's brilliant, so they know exactly where you are. And they brought us back rapid, brilliant, couldn't fault it. So as we're getting a bit closer now, you see the size of this ship. There's a little another tender coming back. They're just very backwards and forwards, bringing all the people up. Well, on now. There's nobody coming on now, they're all going back on. And they're pretty good, you know, probably about every 15 minutes or something. So it's well worth the trip to Monaco though, it's lovely. We didn't get to Nice, we didn't have enough time. You definitely need longer. They should extend the hours they had. If you want 10 hours they have to do any good. Because you're just flying around everywhere, you got there's no way you can browse, it's just as quick as you can and get back. But what we've done, we got straight in a taxi off this little boat. We got off the big boat, the ship, got onto this little boat, straight at the terminal the other end, and got straight into a taxi, straight into Monaco, dropped us at the Palace, we stayed there for a bit to eat, and then we got on a double-decker bus for a tour. Went all around the racetrack and the casino square and that. Then stopped at the telephone box, found a taxi and come straight back. And we got back about 3:45 now, I think. So, don't ain't too bad. And that's where we're going there. Just going to head to that ship there, that little one. I think. Oh no, we're not. We're going to this other one. We've got two. So, just going to pull up alongside the ship now. Then, yeah, I don't know. These lads are here waiting for us to board, and that's it. Right, that's it for now. Bye.
I counted 3 big cruise ships. In a busy day, we can have up until 11 cruise ships. So we work with the majority cruise companies. Our working season is from May until November. So we can say that during the winter we do nothing. We sleep until late because there are no cruise ships during the day. And on your left you can see a statue representing the founder of Civitavecchia, the Roman Emperor Trajan. So he was put here just to remind us that Trajan founded Civitavecchia in the 2nd century AD. So I said that Civitavecchia has always been the port of Rome, but during the Roman Empire there were 2 Roman ports. Okay, the port of Civitavecchia, where is the navigator today. Many great trees passing by Cerveteri. And of course, even olive trees, from where we produce extra virgin olive oil. It's a hard job to pick up the olives. We pick up the olives in November. It's a very hard job because it's 6 or 7.
I'd said that before, but you said no. You can't now. You're moving. And I couldn't speak before because the what's she called? The young lady was speaking. So that's
So good. Palace with many arches. That is the Palazzo delle Civiltà e del Lavoro. It's the palace of civilization and work, also known as Square Colosseum, because of the shape it looks like the Colosseum, but it's square and modern. It was built by Mussolini as well. It today houses some temporary exhibitions. This basilica belongs to the Vatican. Is an extraterritorial property of the Vatican State. Now the Vatican is an independent state located here in Rome. It's a state within a state, and the Vatican owns some extraterritorial properties as laid down in the Lateran Treaty, 1929. Extraterritorial properties means that these properties of the Vatican is located outside the Vatican city walls. It was originally built by Constantine in the 4th century AD on top of Paul's tomb. The name St. Paul outside the wall in the 8th century before Christ, when Romulus founded Rome on top of the Palatine Hill. Rome had 7 kings, and the last one, Tarquin the Proud, was deposed in 509 before Christ, when the Roman Republic was instituted. During the Roman Republic, the Roman population was divided in 2 categories, the Senate and the people of Rome. Hence, the initials that you see everywhere in Rome as PQR, that stands Celli are buried. I suppose that most of you are from England, isn't it? Here you are, Pyramid of Caio Chester coming on your left. Nearby rises St. Paul's Gate. It was one of the city entrances. The ancient Roman name was Porta Ostiensis, Ostiense Gate, as it marked the beginning of the Ostiense Way, the ancient Roman way leading to the ancient Roman port of Ostia. The modern name St. Paul's Gate is simply because it looks toward Aurelianus in the 3rd century to protect the city. They were 19 kilometers long, 12 miles. They had 380 towers, watching towers, and 15 gates. Today, I can say that only the 2/3 of the Aurelian walls is still standing, still preserved. So now officially we are inside the historical center of Rome, where there are the famous 7 hills of Rome. And prepare your camera and video camera, please. I need your cooperation again, I mean your imagination, because what you will see is just a skeleton in bricks. But even in times, Caracalla paths were decorated with marble, marble everywhere. Marble stages, mosaics, fountains, and there were 3 kinds of pool. Frigidarium with cold water, tepidarium with medium water, and there was also the pool with the hot water. Calidarium. it had a capacity of 60,000 people. And even the famous Colosseum was free of charge in the past. Tickets were in wood and they were provided by the emperor. There is a famous saying in Latin, pane. And now, imagine, let's say, to be an emperor. Back from a conquest, you see in front of us is a triumphal arch. This is the last triumphal arch of Rome, it's Constantine Arch, built by the Senate and the people of Rome to commemorate Constantine's victory over Maxentius in the Battle of the Milvian Bridge. Constantine became emperor in 300 palaces on top. We will see better. Later. And now I'm very proud to introduce the Colosseum. The Colosseum, the largest Roman amphitheater. But what you will see is the worst preserved section of the Colosseum. I mean, it's just the inner ring. The outside ring on this side of the Colosseum collapsed, fell down during the Middle Ages, because during the Middle Ages the Colosseum was damaged by various earthquakes. One was particularly strong in the 1300s. Do you know the real name of the Colosseum? No? Nobody knows the real name. The real name was Flavian Amphitheater. Flavian Amphitheater. First of all, amphitheater, because the Colosseum is an amphitheater. If you join together two theaters, one in front of the other, you get an amphitheater. It's a double theater. And then Flavian, because it was built by the Flavian emperors. So we don't know the name of the architect. All we know is the name of the emperors that built the Colosseum, the Flavian emperors. The construction of the Colosseum started in 72 AD, and to build other buildings and weapons in town. It's the so-called damnatio memoriae, the damnation of the memory of Nero. So everything he did was completely destroyed after Nero's successors, by Nero's successors. Okay, I think that we have to thank the driver, Roberto. He's doing us a very, very big favor. Wild animals hands, done by professional hunters, having a professional equipment, and in the afternoon there were the gladiators combats. The most of the gladiators were criminals and slaves, but sometimes their popularity was enormous, like the sport stars today. I can say that only the four as I told you, it could accommodate 50,000 people in only, let's say, 10 Italian minutes. First of all, because the entrance, as I told you, was free of charge. And then, because each entrance was numbered. There are 80 arches at the ground level of the Colosseum, and each arch was numbered with Roman numbers to indicate different sectors of the city. So this ensured a speedy entrance and exit of spectators, and also discipline and order. And here you are. An example of Roman aqueduct is coming on our right after the traffic lights, where you see bricks and arches. Is the ruin of a Roman aqueduct. This one provided the drinking water to the imperial palaces. It's now coming on your right. During the Roman Empire there were 19 Roman aqueducts, as Rome was very rich in water. You know, Rome had different names. One of these names was Regina Aqua, belonging to the United Nations. Coming on your right, you will see a long field. It's the so-called Circus Maximus, the largest circus in Rome used for chariot races. Remember, diga, 2 horses, triga, 3 horses, quadriga, 4 horses. It was built in a valley, the Murcia Valley, between the Aventine Hill on the left and the Palatine Hill on the right. The track of the Circus Maximus measured 600 meters per 200, and it could accommodate 300,000 spectators. But today there is not so much to see. I mean, the seats all around disappeared, and so today what you can see is just the shape of the Circus Maximus. On the other side is the Palatine Hill, where everything started, where Romulus founded Rome in 753 before Christ. The ruins standing on top belong to the imperial palaces. During the imperial period, some emperors built their palaces on top of the Palatine Hill. There is, for example, the Domus Augustana, the house of Augustus, the Domus Flavia, the house of the Flavian emperors. The English word palace, in Italian palazzo, in French palais, in Spanish palacio. These words come from the word palatium, the Latin name of the Palatine Hill. Turning around for 7 times, having different colors, and you have to imagine 2 obelisks, Egyptian obelisk, located in the middle of the Circus Maximus, just to decorate it. The obelisks were removed in the 1500 by Pope Sixtus V and placed one in front of St. John the Lateran, the Cathedral of Rome, and the other one in Pisa. Two Roman temples coming in front of us. The square temple was dedicated to Portunus, the god of the port. As we are very close to the Tiber River, that was very important for Roman trade and commerce. The round temple on your left was dedicated to Hercules. These brown palaces on the right and on the left were built at the time of Mussolini. They are in classical style.
L'hanno coperta la chiesa, non l'avevo fatto vedere.
What is coming after the traffic lights on your left is Marcellus Theatre. It was used as a model for the construction of the Colosseum, and it was built by Augustus in memory of Marcellus, his nephew. So it was the second largest theatre in Rome after Pompeii's theatre. Later on, we added apartments on top belonging to the Orsini family. It's now coming on your left, Marcellus Theatre. Only 3 columns remain of a temple dedicated to Apollo, the god of the light, of the art, of the sun. Behind the columns, on the left, is the Jewish ghetto and the Jewish synagogue of Rome with the square dome. Two staircases are coming. The one in front of us leads to the medieval church of Santa Maria in Araceli, somewhere in the sky, with the typical brick facade. There is a legend about it. If you climb the steps on your knees, you'll get indulgence. You'll go to paradise, for sure, because you'll die at the end of the steps. 140 steps. The other staircase is now coming on your right. It leads to the Capitoline Hill, the lowest hill of Rome. The beautiful square and the staircase were projected by Michelangelo for Pope Paul III. The square houses 2 museums, the Capitoline Museums and the City Hall of Rome. The City Hall is the one with the clock tower, bell tower. On your right, where you see bricks, is a Roman insula, kind of apartments for the lower class in Roman times. That's why Rome is called the eternal city, because it's a city that lasts forever. When you see the Colosseum, you understand why Rome is called the eternal city. And now we are approaching Venice Square, topographical center of Rome. On your right, the huge white marble monument is the so-called Vittoriano, the monumental building dedicated to the first Italian king, Victor Emmanuel II, and to the unification of Italy.
Sì, facciamo un giro. Sì, in giro facciamo.
So in the middle you can see the equestrian statue of the king, Victor Emmanuel II. Down below is the tomb of the unknown soldier, an unknown soldier that died during World War I. This square takes his name after the Brown Palace in front of us, Venice Palace. During the fasces, so this palace was originally built in the 1400s by Cardinal Pietro Balbo. During the fascism, it became the headquarters of Mussolini. So in the middle you can see Mussolini balcony, where you see the flags. From the balcony, the Mussolini spoke to the crowd and announced the beginning of World War II. And you can see again the Vittoriano in front of us, inaugurated in 1911. Can you see the Colosseum at the end of the street on the right? Yes, that is the best preserved section of the Colosseum. So the facade is 150 feet high. As I said, this is Travertino, but unfortunately that street that is called Imperial Forum Avenue is a street that is closed to traffic.
Keep still.
And this street was opened during the fascism because the Jumbo Mussolini wanted to see the Colosseum from his balcony, and to build the Imperial Forum Avenue. Many Renaissance palaces and churches were destroyed. Imperial Forum Avenue runs along one of the most important archaeological sites of the world, that is the Roman Forum. So if you use your imagination, you will imagine the Roman Forum behind these beautiful Renaissance palaces on your right. The Roman Forum basically was the heart of the Roman Empire, political, religious, civic, commercial heart of the Roman Empire, surrounded by basilicas, temples, where the public life of the city took place. It was, for example, in the Roman Forum that the election of the magistrates took place. It was in the Roman Forum that the assembly of the Senate and the people took place, and even business transaction and administration of justice. We will see just a section of the Forum of Trajan. So after the traffic lights, at the end of these palaces, if you have a quick look on your right, you would see the 40-meter high Trajan column built to commemorate Trajan victory over the Dacia, actual Romania. It's now coming on your right. Behind this truck, sorry. Try to see it. Yes. At the beginning of the Forum of Trajan, built in the 2nd century. If you keep looking on your right, you will see Roman ruins now, belonging to Trajan markets. It was one of the first shopping centers in history, consisting of 3 levels of shops, selling everything, spices, flowers, vegetables, and even slaves at that time. Now we are climbing on top of the Quirinal Hill. This is the highest hill of Rome, so now you really get the feeling that Rome was built on top of 7 hills. On the highest point of the Quirinal Hill is the Quirinal Palace of the Pope. In front of the entrance is standing an Egyptian obelisk, an original one. There are 13 Egyptian obelisks in Rome. Some are Roman copies, Roman replicas. Some other were imported from Egypt. Okay, we don't say stolen, we say imported from Egypt. Okay. And you will see some flags, 3 flags, European, Italian, and the other one is the one of the Italian Republic President. So it means that the Italian Republic President is inside today. On your left, a very nice looking door, in a distance, St. Peter's Basilica Dome, where the panoramic will end. Now, if you please have a quick look on your left, if you're lucky, through the arch on your left, you will see a very elegant guard, corazziere, standing in front of the side entrance of the Quirinal Palace. Is there, yes. They must be tall and handsome. So, this huge palace is just for a single man. 2 people, sorry, the Italian Republic President and his wife. And this is the end. Now we take care of our politicians. You know, in Italy, the Italian Republic President has not executive power. All the power are in the hands of the Prime Minister. now it's Renzi, but the famous one was Berlusconi, famous all over the world for the Bunga Bunga. Church of St. Charles on your right, Carlino, San Carlino, in a Baroque style, designed by Borromini, the enemy of Bernini, the two major Baroque artists of Rome.
Quindi andiamo subito al traforo, no Ennio?
Certo.
In front of us, you see the street is going down and then up again, because in front of us is the Esquiline Hill. On the highest point of the Esquiline Hill is another basilica. We can see just the Romanesque bell tower. Is St. Mary Major, the largest basilica that we have in town dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Even St. Mary Major